Go ahead.
We're Sage Against the Machine, and we're back. I'm Joshua.
I'm Isaac.
It's been a minute.
It has.
Do we want to tell people why?
Sure. Go ahead.
You're just really lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
your heart wasn't in it.
Yeah. as they would say on It's Sunny in Philadelphia, my fat monkey heart just about caused me to check out. No, not really, but I just had a heart thing and had to get it all fixed up before I came back.
So they had to reset your timing?
Yep.
You blew a timing chain?
They zapped me.
Yeah. What was that like?
They gave me, it was weird. So I go up there and they get me in the thing. They put because it's actually like they put like that defibrillator on you, and they got the little sticky pads.
Yeah.
And so, because my stuff was AFib, so they put me on there, and the nurse said they were going to give me propofol, the Michael Jackson drug.
Oh, the Michael Jackson drug.
Yeah. So I was like, okay. So they gave it to me, and I swear, like 10 seconds later, he was like, oh, all right, everything's perfect. And I'm like, I didn't even go to sleep. And he was like, you did for like 10 seconds.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I was like, okay. So like, I hope that when you die, it's not like that.
It's probably just like that.
It was nothingness.
Yeah, yeah. That's what they put my out for my teeth. That's what it was. It's frightening.
Yeah.
It's not like sleep.
That scared the hell out of me.
It's off.
It really is. Because I swore up and down while I was in there. I'm like, I didn't go to sleep. I didn't go to sleep. And I keep saying, like, I don't think that I went to sleep.
You just became an atheist.
Yeah, I know. I know there's nothing now. I've seen the dark side.
Try a different drug. It'll make you see gods.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fair enough. But yeah, that was what I did. And so everything is okay now.
All right.
At least it feels like that. My heart isn't going like do. So that's a bonus.
All right. I had a health thing too.
Yep. Tell us all about it.
Mine. Well, I get gout, and it's not because I don't drink cherry juice or I have too much meat in my diet. Although it could be because I'm also losing weight and I can set it off.
Really?
Yeah, well, my kidneys don't function at 100%.
Oh.
So, it's a buildup of uric acid in your blood, and it gets caught in your joints. But it hit me on a weekend, and I was out of meds for it. So, it took me 3 days to
blast it up.
Yeah, it took me 3 days to get meds, and then the recovery took me for a while. Actually, the med you take for is called colchicine. And you're not supposed to take too much. It can make you sick. Actually, there have been people who have been poisoned with colchicine.
Damn.
Well, the old school way they used to do it is they would give it to you till you had gastro upset, and that was enough. Now it's a particular amount you're supposed to take. So I did it the old-fashioned way.
You just waited till you were sick?
I got too sick, yeah.
Oh.
So in any case, I went from on crutches to limping, and I limped around for about a week and a half. Maybe a little bit more, almost 2 weeks.
Yeah, because we were messaging, we were talking, but
I'm only walking normal the past few days.
Yeah.
So, and I'm still not 100% pain free because also when you limp,
you're compensating.
Yeah, my knee started to hurt.
Yep.
So, hey guys, this is an old man hour.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, holy crap! Like we sound like the oldest dudes on the planet.
Yeah, but my heart is fine as far as I know. I'll let you know if I drop dead. But I'm down. I'm down more than 30 pounds.
You know what's weird about it though too is like the stuff that we're talking about. That really is like that's old, middle-aged guy stuff, and like it's hard for me to like even think about that. But we are two middle-aged dudes.
It's almost time to snowboard. I need my legs good.
Oh yeah, that's right. Your Peter Pan adventures.
I'm going to go snowboarding soon.
You're never going to be old.
I will be. I'll be padded, but it's still fun. It's okay.
Well, that's why, because you always get on me about that I still smoke, which is fair. But So I
switch
have to
to snowboarding.
So I have to remind you that you're old.
Yeah, but switch to snowboarding. It won't give you cancer.
I am not going to try to snowboard. There's no way. I mean, like if I dropped like another 50, I might try that.
Yeah.
But that would be disastrous.
So I'm 2.5 months into alternate day fasting. So you see, if you give it a word like that, like alternate day fasting, and you have abbreviation ADF,
Yeah.
it's not an eating disorder. At
Yeah.
that point. I'm just starving myself every other day.
Yeah.
There's nothing. I find it easier to eat nothing at all than to track calories.
It is. It's way easier to do that. That's why, because when I lose weight, that's what I do.
Yeah.
Although this is another old guy thing. My sugar is like now going low, which it didn't really used to do very often. And so, but yeah, I do the fasting stuff and it works.
Yeah.
But
turns out not eating, lose weight.
Yeah, definitely. Put down that sub and you're good to go. Or just eat a bag of blueberries.
In the days that I do eat, I try to eat moderately, except today where I've eaten a slice of pizza and Rodi's chicken.
That's not that bad though. I mean, it's not good.
Yeah.
But it's not like you ate like a whole pie and.
Yeah. I mean, the night is young.
Well, yeah. Yeah. That's why I have turkey chili at home already.
Hey, now that sounds all right.
Yeah.
So it's been a minute for Sage Against the Machine. Things have happened in the world.
Yes.
And we probably can't even cover all the things. We probably can't even follow all the things. Things happen so often, so quickly. We live in a bizarre world.
We do. Everything is weird.
I mean, it's only affecting us a little bit. If we didn't have the internet, we probably wouldn't know about most of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, aside from going to work and stuff, like, I like being at home, you know what I mean? But, yeah, without the internet, I don't know that you and I would know really anything that's going on anymore. Because old man stuff, you like to stay home. We both like to stay. Well, you like to go do stuff, but not, nothing crazy.
Does that let the North Country dummies off the hook? Because they're just watching Fox News and that's the only thing they're watching. And so they live in a completely different reality. Or is the onus on everybody to be as formed as possible? Because, dude, you can learn enough just sitting on the toilet scrolling your phone.
True.
You don't have to put a lot of effort into this.
Yeah, but it's also I'm always a big proponent of this, is making the argument. It also matters what you are consuming, because
hentai porn.
Well, no, but I mean, if your news sources are corporate media only, then you're not getting everything.
It is so strange to go from just the open internet to, say, a conservative subreddit or even Fox News. Go to their homepage, compare it to CNN's. I go to my favorite's AP. They seem down the middle. No, okay.
No, they're corrupted too.
Okay, what about Ground? I've heard this Ground News.
I don't know them.
It's like they take, give it a free ad. They take all these sources and they weigh them and they show their bias and everything.
Oh, okay.
I haven't tried it, but I see it advertised on a lot of news sources.
I mean, to be honest with you, I stick to independent media for the most part. I do like to tune in.
What about The Guardian?
That's not really, that's like corporate.
The Intercept.
The Intercept has gone corporate. Yeah. Like if you want
guys on YouTube.
So, well, it depends on who it is. For me, my most reliable ones in my mind is for commentary and stuff would be Breaking Points. The Gray Zone, Max Blumenthal and Aaron Mate, you can't, those guys are top notch. Glenn Greenwald's still killing it. And Ryan Grimm, who is a reporter, he's a co-host on one of the shows on Breaking Points, but he also started a news outlet, Drop Site News. Excellent.
I'm doing all of those on shorts. I can't spend all day watching these deep dives.
Come on.
So, I'm watching shorts. I'm doing all of those. I'm just getting a cover. And it's wild because you hear all that. Then if you go to, say, Fox News, they're not even covering some of this stuff.
No,
it's not even on there.
That's why it's important to like
Yeah.
widen your view.
So if you're just sitting at the diner, because I see guys do this, they sit at the diner and it gets going, and we all have ADHD, so we're all,
CNN or Fox is on.
it's usually Fox.
Yeah. Oh yeah, around here, yeah.
Yeah, or Spectrum.
Unless you go to, like, if you go to one of the tribes buildings, that's usually CNN.
Oh, it's not on their channel. It's not on Onkwehonwe TV.
It depends.
How dare they?
There's
And it's
times
not on CK1. I'm offended.
when you go into the clinic, that's like
Yeah.
pretty much every time I see and I'm in there, that's on Onkwehonwe TV, which makes sense. But I mean, other buildings, on the res, if there's a TV on, it's more likely to be CNN than Fox.
I think CNN's entire watch base is just like TVs at the airport.
Yeah.
I don't think people are actually watching this.
Well, you know what? The weird thing is, if you dig into it even just a little bit, Fox is still the biggest corporate media, cable media news outlet out there. But it's really, I would be it's shocking when you think about it, because back in the day, even 10 years ago, you would have Tucker Carlson on or whatever, and he would draw in, 8 million people to watch live. Now, I mean, Tucker's gone, obviously, but...
Oh, he got himself in some hot water, didn't he?
Which one? Oh, with...
Nick Fuentes on there.
Yeah, I didn't watch that yet.
Again, clips. I can't stand that guy.
Oh, I hate him. Okay, I don't want to say hate. But like, I really...
If you follow that
piece of
guy,
crap.
you're pathetic. If that guy's your barometer for this is truth, you're pathetic, man. I'm going to laugh at you.
Well, I mean,
you're a
the
piece
truth,
of shit.
like with him, he's not even a journalist. He's like, and it's fine.
I mean, Nick Fuentes. I mean, these.
I know.
These kind of guys are like, you think this guy knows anything about being a person? This guy's a loser.
Created in a lab. I mean, like,
he's just like pathetic. Like, I feel bad for them.
I wonder,
Kinda.
like, I wonder about like a guy like him, if he was actually like, if he actually believes this stuff, because one thing that you notice with these people, even Nick Fuentes, he's a piece of trash, but it's like Trump. He's charismatic. People, he's got talent on the microphone and all of that stuff.
If you're too retarded to see through it.
Well,
but
but
if you're not too retarded.
That's the thing, though, is see, you just get into the space where people, I don't know. I think it might be the whole, like, people are all online too much now.
Yeah.
But everybody's going to find something that comforts them eventually. And if you're some weirdo,
If you are also a loser.
yeah, like if you're like in your 20s and you ain't got nothing going
People
on,
hate you because you're a weirdo creep.
and you feel like you want to hate somebody else, you're going to gravitate towards Nick Fuentes.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's
just
honestly,
reminds me of the Nazis. Like every story I read about the Nazis, they're these kind of guys.
Yeah, they are. I mean, those are the ones that I worry about the most, because they're, well, I mean, aside from the secret police that Trump has out with ICE, I mean, that's pretty, that's not a good direction to go. And I will say again, I was wrong about being overly worried about Trump winning a second term. I was definitely wrong.
It's real bad.
Yeah, it's really bad, and everybody should be on top of that. Like, even like Josh said, scroll while you're on the while you're on the pot.
So quick rundown. Epstein files may be coming out. Who knows?
No, we'll see what the Senate does. I haven't heard an update on what the Senate's going to do.
Border Patrol is now gathering license plates and video from all over the place and creating databases with algorithms and AI tracking kind of everybody.
With the help of Palantir.
Yeah, with the help of Palantir. And this is accompanied by a weirdo.
Yeah.
Who really likes the Lord of the Rings.
You know how people might know Peter Thiel is from South Park.
Yeah, he's been in South Park recently.
Yep.
They're on top of it. South Park is our best journalists.
And they pretty much, they actually, like, I mean, it's obviously exaggerated and whatever, but like that, like, evil, like, genius type, very rich guy, they have They got him nailed down pretty good in South Park.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
Yeah. Hey, I learned China they have a space station.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah,
Some guys got stuck up there, but China has backup rockets, so they didn't have to be stuck up there.
You mean
that
they're
long.
smart?
Yeah. They have an extra one ready at all times. So if
Okay.
the guys get stuck, they just they go get them.
That I didn't know.
Instead of waiting like those other poor guys that were stuck up there for like an extra year or something like that.
Oh, I know we shouldn't laugh.
Astronauts are brave. Like,
yeah.
Let's not like we're laughing, but astronauts are brave.
Yeah.
That's
you would never.
That's really dangerous.
Literally, if you offered me $1 billion to go up and then just come right back, I wouldn't do
What
it.
if Katy Perry went with you though?
No.
He said, "Baby, you're my firework."
No. But I mean, like that. I really wouldn't do it, and it does take bravery to do that.
Oh, they're blowing up boats in the Caribbean, and they've sent an aircraft carrier there.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. Well, we're getting a.
They'll probably bring that one to Aquasasa pretty soon, right?
I wonder if they could get it down the St. Lawrence.
I mean, probably.
You think?
Oh, not the aircraft carrier.
No. That's what I was like. Yeah.
No, but they could get the drone strike stuff going on.
Yeah, for sure.
You just burn 10 cases of cigarettes.
Well, we've already. Yeah, I know. These are fentanyl dealers. What do you got in there? Oh, it's chicken eggs.
So locally, they're closing the jail, Bear Hill Jail. They're going to close that. The North Country people are not happy about that because where are they going to work? We hate socialism until it involves COs, and we're for it.
Yep.
And then the other people said, "Oh, good. Now we can sell it to ICE, and they can use it as a concentration camp."
Holy shit! They said I didn't even hear that one yet.
Well, no, that was just what
a proposal.
No,
yeah.
that's not a proposal yet. But they are. ICE did buy a facility in Plattsburgh, and there's another group that wants. There's a munitions contractor that works with the government that wants to test fire artillery in the Adirondacks.
Oh, lovely.
People are mad about it.
Yeah.
I mean, some people. All these little podunk towns are always looking for a little bit of extra money, right?
I mean, there's not much going on economically.
The whites will sell their soul for very little.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, look at all the fracking leases and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
Messina and Ogdensburg both had meetings on the nuclear power.
Yep.
The Assemblyman Scott Gray's for it. He's been advocating for them. They had their guy. There's a nonprofit that advocates for nuclear power. That guy was talking in Ogdensburg. I didn't watch the video stuff, but
I didn't.
They were supposed to have a talk in Messina. I was talking with my buddies on the way because, like, well, if it's so safe, then like, why don't we just do it here? Why give this to Messina? Why don't we have a nuclear power plant?
Are you trying to get me in trouble again? Because I'm not necessarily.
Why don't we just
opposed.
make the GM site ours and we'll put our own nuclear power plant? We'll call it Mohawk Power.
We'll
call it Red Power.
I like I said, I've made my position clear. I'm not opposed to nuclear. Just like period. I'm not. If somebody could, I forget what they're like these pebble reactors or something like that.
Is that the kind they want to build though? Nah.
Well, okay, that's fine. That's fair. If it was the best technology, the safest ones, then yeah, I would be fine with it.
So we'll just put it right down at Thompson's Marina.
Put it on my 2 acres.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah. And then I'll take a share of the profits and I'll buy up everything I can in Snai and
there we go.
Put up a castle.
That's what you're supposed to do. Create rentals.
Yeah.
We'll solve our housing market by making everybody have to pay us.
I mean, that's what the rich guys on the res do.
That's what you do, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's, you make millions and then you buy everything up and you charge people too much for rent. That's the deal.
And you could pay $800 a month for like the rest of your life, but you can't get a loan for a mortgage that will cost you $600 a month.
Yep. It's so ridiculous.
I saw them across there. They must be starting the project across from number 9.
Yeah.
They must be starting that. And I'm just like, man, that's going to be such a traffic snarl.
Actually, I think you mean where they're putting up the houses?
Yeah.
I think some of those, oh no, that's the
They just built
the ones in Frogtown, those ones.
Oh, yeah.
Like those are done.
Yeah, no, they built a walking trail first, and there's like a drainage back there. I was walking back there.
You didn't get arrested?
No, the walking trail just goes right over there.
Oh,
there's just a fence.
I've never been on it.
Fences aren't hard.
Do I look like I go on walking trails?
Fences aren't that hard to get over.
I'm wearing the flannel, but that doesn't mean I walk all over the place.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good site. I think it's the wrong idea. I think it's more malinvestment.
Did you read any of the environmental report about that site?
No.
It is like based on a lot of that land back there, the environmental report that I didn't read the whole thing. I read a good portion of it, but my understanding of it, and it was like in technical terms, but my understanding is that a lot of the land over there is not really great for building on.
Yeah,
it's
that makes
loamy
sense.
And
Yeah.
So
it looks like there's a lot of wetness back there.
Yeah, and it was a forest.
Right. We don't like forests around here.
Yeah,
we cut those down. That's what we do.
Damn trees.
We just get those trees. Get those gross trees out of here.
And then give them to the Amish, and they can make rough cut.
Yeah. We can hire the Amish to build us micro houses.
And then we'll buy it back.
That's right. That's how we do things.
That's
we're smart.
Right.
We're smart Indians.
You know what? The non-natives who are listening to this are going to be like, what the hell is wrong with these two?
They're going to be like, yeah, you dumb
And then
dumps.
people from Aquasasne are going to be like, ass.
Yeah, so that's some of the doings. They're having themselves a little by-election in the village because they keep kicking their chiefs out of there. Jeez. And then the same chiefs get kicked back in.
Yeah. I mean, like, this would be one of those times when, again, I'll say it, us having a paper would be great.
Yeah.
Because this is such an interesting story. I actually reached out to somebody who is kind of, involved with it. And I mean, honestly, if I had the time, I would write about it because it's not even just the straight journalism part of it. I mean, this is like some soap opera shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is. It's interesting.
People are emotional.
Yeah. Which, I mean, you hear some of the things that are said, and I totally understand why they would be. I mean, if you get elected, it's not, I think anybody who's in a public political position, they're open for critique, obviously.
There's a reason why in our traditional ways you have to have 7-span thick skin.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you're going to take all the arrows.
Yep, and you will.
And if you don't like that, fuck off.
Yeah, but I also think like there's a line that can go too far too.
I suppose, but if you also have,
that's what I think has been happening to, some of these.
But if you have a good mind, don't be attached to things, man. And
you mean like the position itself?
Yeah. If you have a good mind, this is not going to faze you, man. Say what you want. I get it. You're emotional. You feel out of control. And, you want control. And so I get it. I get why people act the way they do.
Yeah.
You're scared. You're used to having things handed to you. Sometimes you don't even recognize how many blessings you have because it's so easy to look at the worst things.
It is.
So I get it.
Yeah.
So join me, my friends.
That's what I was wondering. Like I had to say this because it was like, Josh, you are doing the Buddhist hippie mind tricks on me right now. You
just breathe deep.
You had me for a second.
Yeah.
Next I'm going to be meditating.
I'm practicing.
Actually, I am going to try meditating.
You should.
Yeah, I think it would help me a lot.
For a subscription of $11.99 a month, I will show you.
You're going to be my Swami?
No, for real, man. There's people who pay thousands of dollars for transcendental meditation.
Yeah.
And it's it's not that complicated.
Yeah, that's what.
It's really not. It just takes, it's a practice kind of, it's like lifting weights. You just got to do it a lot.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I was talking to somebody recently and they were saying how much the meditation helps, you do got to practice.
Yeah.
But once you get into it, like everybody who I talk to who actually really meditates and has practiced and, knows how to do it, every single person, I've never heard anybody say it's not worth it once you learn how.
Yeah, once you get into practice of it.
Yeah.
And I was being silly, but also that's for real. Like that's why they look for special people to be loyane.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you can't let those things roll off your back, you got what are you here for, man? Just to express your ego?
Yeah.
Like, look, you're one person. You try to solve some problems with your brain. You have a few other people that you just try to manage something the best that you can. You can't know everything. You can't do everything. So if someone gets mad about something, do your best to deal with it and let them be mad. It's okay to be mad. You take a swing at me, I'll fucking break your neck. But,
yeah. No, I mean, that's fair.
But other than that,
I wonder when, that has to be something that's just kind of recognized across humanity, right? Is that if you end up being in a position like that, you have to be incredibly tough.
you either gonna be tough and you have to be a psychopath. There's a lot of psychopaths.
There's a lot of psychopaths.
That's the thing is, the traditional governance, there's no real authority.
Right.
So, it's mostly just responsibility.
Right.
And guidance. You're more of a counselor than you are a leader.
Yeah.
Right? So, it's a lot different.
Where you're just trying to keep things on track.
Yeah, it's a lot different in the white society where they literally rule with an iron fist. Like if you don't
try the barrel of a the end of a barrel.
Yeah, you can say what you want. It just don't make a difference, right? I could tell the IRS all my problems in the world. They'll still put me in a cage.
Yeah. Or you can tell them you're a sovereign citizen and you're not taxable. But
yeah.
They don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll sovereign my ass with a billy club.
I mean, have you ever watched those, the videos of the sovereign citizens, getting pulled over?
Yeah.
Hilarious.
I like when it works. I like when the cop just doesn't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
And those people aren't always wrong. They're confrontational in a way that doesn't always warrant it.
Well, they memorize these scripts.
Yeah, they don't know the underlying.
And they're gonna confuse the cops because the cops they're not lawyers.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
half the time they're breaking the law. There's a lot of times I see a lot of videos of cops breaking the law.
Well, yeah, but those are the ones that they always show. See, you're going to get me into where
there are entire YouTubes of lawyers full of bad cops.
Yes, there are.
But there's probably entire YouTubes of sovereign citizens being assholes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, and those are entertaining.
Yeah.
It is. Because they think that it's just that entitled, it's the entitlement part.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you off air.
But I'm pretty sure some of it works just because judges are like, dude, this is taking too long. Just fuck off.
Yeah. I mean, for a traffic ticket, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you pulled that crap and you said, well, I'm a free person, so I could take this 50-inch screen out of Walmart, whatever. I know I'm just throwing out but you know what I mean? If it was a more serious offense,
right? They're
not going to just throw it out.
No.
I mean, it's just not going to happen. They're going to do what they want with you.
Yeah.
Which is something I think, like we were talking about out there, that in when you were talking about the 7 layers thick for Loyane, it's and so we were talking about the traditional governance as a whole, and if we damn bug.
It's a bug. It's a box elder beetle.
Yep. Anyway, so if we look at that, and you and I were talking about, are we ready as a community to govern in the, traditional sense?
Well, I think what I was saying is, does it even work at all?
Well, that's what I mean.
Like outside of outside of a primitive communistic, not primitive in people were dumb, but just in
early stages of organized.
Yeah, like not a lot of those principles, even of communism, don't really scale.
No.
When you get to they work within a family, they work when you know everybody. They
in
work,
a community.
They work with a community of like 200 people, but when you get into like communities of thousands of people,
right,
you need something a little more complex.
Yes.
And does it even work? And then there's the why. That's like when I get into talking about decolonization and like traditional governance and traditional, or what we're calling indigenous, like life ways, you have to give the why. Other than I want to be the most Indianist of the Indians of the well, that's what I think a lot of people do.
I think
too. That's right where they go, and you see them posting on Facebook.
They're the most indigenous.
They're so indigenous. I mean, I'm only half an indigenous. Between the two of us, we're one whole indigenous.
Yeah, we're one whole Indian between the two of us.
And one whole white guy.
One whole white guy.
He cheats on his taxes.
Son of a... Oh, man. That's actually pretty good. We're going to start making merch.
Yeah, we're grifting the wrong people.
Josh gets to be the native today.
Yeah.
I'll be the, oh, man.
Well, I danced smoke dance the other day, so I can.
Oh, yeah. You're way more indigenous than me then. You know what, though? Those do make for good, like, memes and stuff. Anyway, sorry.
But I mean, that's the point is the why, like, other than being the most indigenous, you know, and I think part of it is, like, because I think we can do it better.
Sure.
That's why I go there.
I agree.
I think we can do it better. I think what happens, I look at the outside and I notice how dysfunctional it is. Maybe we can do better. But then when we try it ourselves, we fucking hate each other.
Okay, so
I've been to clan meetings. We don't like each other that much.
Well, that's the thing. Do you think is it really that we don't like each other, or is it just that there's more individualistic or selfish reasoning behind why somebody gets confrontational?
A little column A, a little column B with a boatload of trauma and control issues to go along with it.
Okay.
Right? Everyone will talk about healing and then they'll have a hissy fit over the smallest thing. Like, shut the fuck up. What do you mean healing? What are you talking about there, Jim Bob?
You're ripping open another wound right now.
Yeah.
Which is fair. Yeah. It is. I mean, like, I do it too. Yeah, so that was...
Excuse me, man. Your trauma's hanging out?
Bumblebee tuna. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Yeah. But that, I mean, yeah, the idea of will it work?
Yeah. And that's you know, and so if we can't get it to work on a volunteer scale right now, how are you going to work when you start including like bureaucracies?
Yeah.
Like clerks. Like it takes groups of people to do things. I was listening to something. I was listening to a podcast. They're actually talking about the Joker, and here's how it relates.
Here we go.
How do you have someone like the Joker who was also a criminal mastermind? Because that takes office buildings full of people, right? You watch the robberies. I was watching just a little while ago. I was watching the Suicide Squad, the bad one, not the good one.
Okay,
the bad one. And the Joker's got a criminal enterprise, and he's got all these gunmen. They break him out of prison, and that takes organization.
Sure.
How can you have someone who's this chaos monster like only the Joker gets to be the chaos monster.
Right.
He needs an organization. Al Chapo didn't get out of jail because 3 plucky fellas went there and dug him out. No, he's got hundreds.
1,000 guys who went and did this.
Yeah, hundreds of
engineers
and he's got logistics, and he's got, we think of the cartels and it's just, these dudes in the, no, they have accountants and
they have to.
And HR.
I mean, like, there's a reason why, there's people who say if a guy like Al Chapo, just as an example, if he went legit, he could have been a CEO. That may be true.
Probably would have killed more people too if he was a CEO.
No. And that way you just get off scot-free.
Yeah.
You level part of the Amazon and you're free to walk the earth.
You destroy an entire river ecosystem and poison thousands and thousands of people for decades upon decades, Alcoa.
Yeah. I mean, and none of those guys are sitting in prison right now.
Yeah, none of your shareholders are sitting in jail.
Nope. But if you go and do anything on Barnhart Island, then you get arrested.
Right. So, back to traditional governance. Like, we would have to think about those things as part of the why. So I think that's why it's easier to teach meditation to teenagers, because they'll just grow up and fix Maybe.
Well, that's always the hope, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That you're leaving the tools for them to be able to do it better than we did.
Right. As the budding elders.
Yeah, I know. Jeez.
I mean, the other side of that is, not too long we could do whatever we want because we're the old people.
Yeah, that looks like.
Doesn't it bum you out how many of the other old people are so not cool?
Oh, I'm gonna be the coolest old guy if I make it.
How the younger generation still got sucked into the vortex of colonization.
Yeah,
and won't say it, but that stuff doesn't work. And I'm saying, does it work? That's what I'm asking the question. Does it work, and how do we make it work?
I honestly, all of this stuff I've been thinking about recently again. It's just, I don't know. That's the thing is like, I don't know. We've all been so influenced by Western ideas of how things work. I honestly don't. I don't know that we could do it. I think we could add elements to it, but you made a point earlier out there. Even most of the programs that are, traditional in nature, they get funded by the tribe or MCA.
Yeah. Or New York State.
Or partially anyway. They get funding from those entities.
Yeah, people aren't doing it for free.
No, and you can't, right? I mean, unless you live in a place where it's like a commune where everybody really lives collectivistically.
Where you have like a bingo and a gas station.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't have a problem with that.
No, I think it's a great idea.
Yeah. But the thing is that once you...
And there's no problems at all in those places, are there?
No comment. But yeah,
there's no corruption or.
I just think that there's no way to. I'm not bright enough to figure out how this would work now.
Which is why we are going to invent NatGPT. NatGPT. It's going to be our leader.
Yes.
We're going to create the Indigenous AI hive mind.
I mean, you know what? That would be. Let's try to make a Chat GPT that is like knows gynecologist and stuff.
Yeah. I think somebody already did that. They're on Facebook. I seen them posting recently.
Yeah. Yes, I know the guy you're talking about, and I am like very certain that is AI generated stuff.
I like how we argue about shit that happened hundreds of years ago.
Yeah.
And we use it as a wedge on each other.
Yeah. Why?
We agree almost on everything except, there was this guy and he had visions and he said, don't gossip and don't sell Indian land and like don't have abortions. And okay, well, maybe you can. I'm okay with you doing that because it's your body.
I don't have a problem with that.
But he had a problem with it.
Yeah.
And he also said, don't, go to church because it makes you into them. And he said, don't drink because it makes you into them. And he says, don't listen to country music because it's bad for your brain. Well, he said fiddle music, but we know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I mean.
And he said, watch out for money because it'll poison you.
Which is true. Well, that's the thing is that across a lot of the systems of faith, the belief systems, there's commonalities that run through all of them because we're humans.
No, they just have better marketing. We've all been colonized. We used to have serpents and thunder beings, man.
True. Yeah. I mean, that would be better to go back to.
Yeah, we've gone to a God figure and a devil figure because that's what we know rather than cool ass spirits and.
Well, that's the thing is that I don't know that there's a way for us to even get out of that right now.
I think we can, but we got to do the why. Not just do it because it's cool, but the why. And I think part of the why is because the more we go down the road of colonization, we lose all of our identity and we just melt into the melting pot. And then everything everybody ever worked for is gone.
Yeah.
And it's not as fun. Like when I said that thing about the American spirit coming from natives, I think that's true.
Yeah.
I think that the pushback against the rise of fascism, I think fascism winning puts us into a tailspin maybe our entire species is not annihilated, or maybe the whole world is.
I think we're on the edge of that right now.
Like, yeah, I think that's where those people go, or they sink us back into the dark ages and we don't get to be cool space people.
Yeah.
Like, and I think everybody suffers.
Yeah, everybody.
I think we have abundance now, and we just need to more not fairly, but just more uniformly distribute some of that abundance.
Yeah.
I mean, grocery stores throw out more food than anybody could possibly eat.
Yeah, that's wild.
And they just can't even give it away because of certain laws.
There was when we were on our way back from Plattsburgh, we went by a field. It was a farm, and there was an entire field filled with what looked to me like cabbage and stuff that just wasn't harvested.
Yeah, because somebody wants a job and they come from a different side of the line and they snuck over the line. Now they're
Yeah.
I think all this stuff is dumb.
It is.
I think there's abundance for everybody. I think capitalism kind of works sometimes, and what we're seeing isn't capitalism. It's a weird. I don't think like these private equity companies that buy up Red Lobster or Toys R Us and just strips them for their parts. I don't think that's part of capitalism.
No.
I don't think that's a wise way to do business. I don't think that's what Adam Smith had in mind. I think we've created some kind of monster with corporations who just live forever, and we've given them personhood, and we could demolish all of that. Like, I don't think that's real capitalism. I don't know what it is, but it's a monstrosity, and it should go.
I mean, I'm not an economist, or far from it, but I have a lot of socialist leanings and beliefs, but I do see the benefits of free markets as well.
Yeah.
Because you need that.
Yeah.
I mean, even China has elements of free markets.
That brought them out of complete poverty.
And what's really cool about China, in my view, is that when they need something done, is that they can summon all of the authority and tell those businesses that are operating in the free market outside, we're focusing on this. We want high-speed rail all over this country. Yeah. So we're doing it. And you're going to get behind it.
I forget who said it. I wish I remember who said it, but it was awesome. They said, if you're a billionaire and you're using you're just hoarding your billions, you should be embarrassed.
Yeah.
Because you should be building cool. Like, okay, if I was handed billions of dollars, what would I do with it? I would build cool stuff with it. I would build a cool freedom school. I would build some kind of mass transit system. I would name it my name. I would be an asshole and have a statue of me on it.
That would be ace.
Yeah. I'd be wearing, like glitter.
You would make a good statue.
Yeah.
You got the hair.
I know,
all
right?
of
It would be flowing.
Yep.
And everybody would benefit from it. Like,
yep.
That's what you're supposed to be, Carnegie.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be like Rockefeller. Yeah. Were they robber barons? Yeah. They
did some evil shit.
Yeah, they did. They really did. But they did some cool shit too.
True.
Like, it wasn't all evil what they did.
That is true.
Why they built parks?
Yep.
Why? Because the parks are cool.
People like to have green spaces.
So I'm not a socialist really, but like, hey, if you have extra money laying around and you want to invest in, I think public transportation helps people. I think sidewalks help people.
Yeah.
I think I think the free childcare thing or subsidized childcare, I think that would be helpful.
Yeah. Free healthcare, free childcare. Give people a little bit of room.
Yeah, I think you can do that. That's more useful than another battleship.
Yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous that, I mean, they approved $1 trillion this time, right? I think
it's like
for their budget,
like 980 billion. It's close enough.
Yeah, I mean it's just wild to me that that they do that, and it's true. Like, how fun would it be to be a billionaire?
Yeah.
And just build all kind. Like, could you imagine? Like, say I had $50 billion.
Mm-hmm.
You know how awesome the shit I could build in Onkwehonwe would be? Like, I would do all kinds of wild stuff. It would look like the shit China's got for their society here on the res.
Right.
I mean, like, that's what I would do.
Well, you go buy another car, another mansion. Screw that, man.
I know. Why bother? Like, I want to see... Like, I want to see, like, a monorail throughout all of Aquasasne.
And just like the one in The Simpsons, but like, that looks like it.
Yeah.
Just because you have a sense of humor.
Monorail. That's a good episode, actually.
I would love to have a little electric car or a little electric tram to take to St. Regis.
Yes.
I would take it.
I would see how much it would cost to build a bridge from the village
To
over
Snai.
to Snai.
Yeah. And then to St. Regis Island.
Yeah.
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 I would do that.
And do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
For sure.
So the why is because their society doesn't work that well. And I think we can do better. And I think we do it with some of our traditional values.
Yeah.
I think we do it also with, and I don't think it has to take forever. We were talking about this in the kitchen, but like, I've had friends say, well, it took 500 years of colonization to get us here. Look, man, Jewish people were rounded up and slaughtered not that long ago, within living memory of people who are alive.
Yep.
And some of them have managed to still make a good society.
Yes.
Some of them have made terrible societies, but nonetheless, they have a society. All right?
Free Gaza.
Yeah. Nonetheless, Tel Aviv looks like a very beautiful city.
It does.
Right?
It really looks beautiful.
It's a beautiful. The Mormons, say what you want. I make fun of them constantly because they're weird, but Salt Lake City is a beautiful city. I've been there.
Yeah.
It's very nicely laid out. It's
clean.
It's clean.
Yeah.
It's very beautiful. So Japan was bombed into oblivion. Looks like a pretty functional society today. So
Japan looks beauty.
And a lot of it has to do with their culture of like not littering and
collectivistic,
being close. Yeah, having an idea of society.
Yes.
Not everybody out for their own.
And we did have that.
Yeah, we still do it.
No. Yeah, but I mean, like, when you look at Guyana, you look at the things that are that get taught around like that's another conversation we should have too, is what qualifies as traditional. You know what I mean?
You have to have done it twice.
Yep. I mean, but
at this point, hash counts.
Oh, I'm cool with that. I love hash. But there, it's just that kind of stuff. It's like we used to really focus on that more, but in the things like people talk like one dish, one spoon.
Yeah.
Those are the kinds of things that, I still think run through all of our DNA, because like you said, we do hold on to serious elements of that. When there's a tragedy, people get together and they'll raise money for, a new house or to make sure that somebody.
It's happening right now.
Yeah, I know.
There's a house fire. Several people have passed, and there's people getting their funerals together.
Yep,
it's happening right now as we speak.
We're
not helping, but somebody is.
But that's the thing is we do have that here, and I don't know that we've talked about it on the show before, but me having lived outside for 17 years, there is a difference between there and here, because we do have that still, where despite all the bickering, all of the factionalism, there is that thread in our community where we can get together when it's to help other people. And that is rare these days. I think that's where, like you said, I think that Western society is sick.
Yeah.
Because they very rarely seem to have that capability anymore.
Or they
overall.
They rely on the state to do it.
Right.
They rely on like social services, which can't really do a great job.
And
they rely on cops, which, I
mean, it's kind of when you look at the law, like Guyana Lagoa, all that, it's like you have a solid foundation. Like you can. You can use elements of that or try to, or build off of that to modernize things in a way. We have that foundation as a people. It's just, and I'm not saying that everybody has to go to the Longhouse or, like, I respect all that, but it's the idea ultimately of the sociological stuff.
Yeah.
Recently,
a friend's relative passed away, and the relative, she wasn't traditional really. So my friend Wanda, she's like, I feel weird not doing a 10-day fire. I said, you still can. Like,
Yeah.
there are, whether or not, she was that religion, you are. So, like, it's your fire for her. You can do that.
Yeah.
It's not going to, like, offend anybody, probably. And then again, there's some of the other, like, some people at the church still do that.
Yep.
It's just Indian. It's just Indian way. It doesn't matter, like, whether you're, tradition or, bush scone or, you're praying. They still do that.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things that is just Indian way. And regardless of where you pray at, you can still do it.
Yeah.
So
I don't think there's anything, and to me, it gets weird when people would say something negative about somebody doing one of those things.
I don't think anybody would either.
Yeah, it's just so weird when people do take offense to something like that. I don't understand that. But yeah, I mean, I think that we can
I don't take offense when a Christian prays for me.
No.
That's
why would
I'll even do some of their stuff. It's fine.
They're being thoughtful about you.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, cool.
That's a kindness.
I mean, I'll still probably make fun of the religion, but I make fun of my own.
I mean, we poke fun at everything. I call myself a fat boy all the time. Like, it's just, it's like just those things you're looking at all the time, and whether or not you can parse if it's good or not.
I have an uplifting moment for our closing. I had an uplifting moment. So I had a classroom full of teenagers, and they were all Onkwehonwe, right? And there's about 9 or 10 of them. And one of the girls was talking about she had to skip a ceremony. She felt bad about it because she got her time. So she started talking about socials and why, how come one longhouse has more socials and some less? And I said, well, one just has more people, and that makes it easier because most of the stuff is just you can do it. Like,
sure,
you just need like someone to speak on each side, and right. It's usually good to talk to whoever's like the faith keeper or whatever, just to make sure you got enough wood and everything. But it's easy enough. You guys don't need like permission to do things. You can just do it.
You do it anyway.
Yeah. You can totally do it on your own.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. And then, I was like, there's long houses because we had a disagreement and split in the past, but so different houses do their own thing. And I encourage you like to travel around different longhouses, see how they do things, not even just in our community. We were talking a little bit because they were talking about Haduis. That's what they had to skip.
Mm-hmm.
And, and I was talking about this stuff with them, and there's a whole classroom full of Mohawk kids, and we weren't like talking religion. They were just talking about the longhouse.
Right.
And this stuff. So, and they mentioned Haduis, they mentioned socials and rattles and different songs and getting ashes. And I'm like, holy shit, there's 10 teenagers that are talking about this stuff on their own. Like,
that's awesome.
9th and 10th and 11th graders. You'd never see that when I was their age, even at Salmon, like even at a school that's mostly Native kids.
Yeah.
Like that was secret, right?
Yeah.
Even like medicine mask, that was secret.
Wow.
And, and they're just talking about it, in between just normal talk.
Yeah.
And I just had to have a moment. I was like, holy shit.
That's really that's beautiful.
Yeah, that's so. When I think of you think of our programs or things that have happened in the past, like the traveling college and organizations, just singing societies, and both longhouses.
Mm-hmm.
Both longhouses run different singing societies. And
yep.
Usually singers bounce between.
Yeah,
them.
A lot of the singers seem to go back and forth.
We just bounce,
which is good.
Yeah. You can see the fruits of all of that.
Yeah.
Labor it's always easy to look towards everything's broken, and I don't know, these kids are talking about.
I mean,
now I'm just encouraging them, don't be lazy.
Go
run your fucking social.
Made me feel better because I am one cynical dude.
Go run your social, kids.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Yeah. You can run it at school. You can run it in a longhouse. Don't matter.
Yep. Wow.
Yeah. So it was a cool moment.
Yeah. I would have enjoyed seeing that too.
Yeah.
That is a nice thing. Yeah.
So that's Sage Against the Machine.
Yeah, what a way to close out.
Yeah, man. Positivity.
Yes. Yeah, we're positive. We're not. Trump's not going to end the world yet, and we're not going to be overrun by Tom Homan.
Nah, probably not.
Not yet.
All right. We'll see you again.